What happened? I thought we were on the verge of victory.
Where is the Emperor? Someone, contact the Imperial Command.
What is going on?
The second Death Star. It was destroyed.
How could it have failed? I thought Piet and the Emperor had everything planned out.
We can't get into contact with the command. The communications are down.
Pull out. Find a signal from one of our opposing ships. I want confirmation. We can't make any mistakes now.
This is Palion. Are you present?
What is it?
The Emperor is dead, as you predicted.
The destruction of the first Death Star was a catalyst for what would be the downfall of Palpatine's reign. It would only make sense that, if another station was built, it would again be torn down, just like the first. Palpatine fell, along with his crowning achievement. Now that the board and pieces are set anew, we must prepare ourselves for the coming storm. Pellaeon, it is most likely that you and many others will be recalled to the Imperial Court on Coruscant. Go and relay the information that Stone has secured. It might be of use for a common goal in the foreseeable future.
Bo-Katan, we received word from one of our forces that the second Death Star has been destroyed.
So the Emperor is dead? Good. Contact the other clans and let them know of the rebels' victory.
You hear that, scum? The Emperor's dead. Probably can't wait to join him, can you?
It does not surprise me, in any capacity, how witless you Mandalorians are. You cut off the king's head, but I can assure you, it'll take more than an insult to convince me that you are capable of eliminating the greatest empire that the galaxy has ever seen. That's what I thought.
No! I failed. Damn it! I will finish the mission.
Your Majesty.
What is it, Colonel?
I have devastating news that could affect the future security of Naboo. The Emperor is dead.
Very well. We must prepare our people for the worst.
Governor Nereus.
Yes, Commander. Did you bring me the soup I asked for?
We've lost communications with the second Death Star. It's possible they didn't receive our message.
Must be a communication jam. We need to contact the Emperor. But first, bring me my soup like I asked.
You all right down there?
I will be.
I don't exactly know why you would rope yourself into a situation like this.
You wouldn't understand. It's a Jedi feeling.
I don't know, just sort of gives me the creeps.
The light. I sense a great scale of it here.
I still taste the Bacta tank.
Nobody will believe it. All right. I'll get back to you when I can.
All right, Luke. Red Leader will be on standby.
What the? The power?
Interesting, isn't it, Luke?
What is this place?
The Force is strong within these stones. It serves as a reminder of the power the Jedi once held.
This is a Jedi temple?
Yavin 4, once a sacred ground of the Jedi, now little more than a shard of the past.
Why exactly did you bring me here?
Though your father had slain the Emperor, I am afraid the Empire will not perish so obligingly.
Leia, Han, the rest of the rebellion? I know they'll put the Empire in a corner sooner or later.
Do not be too confident, Luke. Things are seldom as easy as we tend to believe. Just remember, this remnant of the past may help you in the future.
Yeah, how so?
First, you must rebuild the Jedi Order.
What?
The Force binds us all, especially those who are most sensitive to it. But to understand the Force, one must learn from a wise and powerful teacher. You are the last Jedi. The survival of the Order is all on you.
I can't just grab people and expect them to understand, Ben.
Perhaps you are right. That is why you must come to understand the Jedi deeper than ever before.
Ben, I may be a Jedi, but I'm not a master.
For now, continue to work with your sister and friends in restoring order to the galaxy. The Force has a way of guiding people together, so you'd be wise to trust in it. In time, you will discover the many ancient secrets of the Jedi, but you would be wise to not underestimate your enemies either. The Emperor may be no more, but his influence lives on through his subjects and retainers. Tread carefully, Luke.
The new Jedi Order.
What was that, Luke?
Nothing. It was nothing.
I thought I lost you for a second. My communicator got jammed. You found what you were looking for?
No, it's just a derelict old temple. Must have been a mistake. Let's head back to base.
Joey, do you have the hydro spanner? I think I misplaced it. You let some rebel snook borrow it? That's our only one. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Try harder. Lando did a number on this ship. I ought to charge him for rental. Hey, I'm surprised he pulled it off too. I'm just saying, as the captain of this ship, he should pay for damages.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Where would you think I would be? Canobite?
You weren't at the meeting.
I don't need to get involved with that stuff anymore. As far as I know, I'm not going to get wrapped up with any crime lords or rebels.
So, you're thinking of leaving again?
Yeah? So?
So? Are you listening to yourself?
Listen, Princess. The Emperor and Vader are dead. I consider that a win in my book. Right now, I have my own unfinished business to deal with.
What business? Jabba is dead. I saw to that personally.
Well, consider me a freelancer now.
Oh, a freelancer. And what about Luke?
What about him? Kid can take care of himself. By the way, I still can't believe you two are related. Never saw the family resemblance.
Ah, Princess Leia! I have been looking for you everywhere.
Oh boy, it's the golden chatterbox again.
I've come to inform you that Master Skywalker has returned from his mission to Yavin 4.
What, Luke's back already?
Oh, I wonder what Commander Mothma has in store.
Chewie, did you find the scanner yet?
Han, I think you should reconsider. It's only been a week and a half since Endor, and already you want to leave?
It's not that I want to leave. I'm just... lost.
Lost?
Let's just say the past 2 weeks have been a really weird ride. I still can't get the taste of carbonite out of my mouth.
You're afraid?
Listen, Your Highnesses. I ain't afraid of anybody.
Han, I understand. But you should rethink this.
You could come with me. Let the rebels deal with their own affairs and all that.
Han, you know I can't do that. But I don't want you to leave either. Han, don't be rash.
I'll think about it. But only because I care.
And you say I have a cold heart.
Your Majesty, Mon Mothma would like to see you in the briefing room.
All right. Han, remember.
Yeah. I won't leave unannounced. I don't know, Chewie. I do love her. Ugh. What am I saying? Just find me that scanner already.
Welcome back, Commander Skywalker.
Luke!
Leia!
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, but I didn't get any straight answers.
Well, now that you're back, Commander Mothma has summoned us. Care to join us?
Sure, sis.
I'm still trying to get used to that.
You don't like it?
Oh, it's not that. I'm glad you're my brother. Just need time for it all to set in.
Have you talked to Han lately?
I did. Just now, in fact. He's kind of having a rough time. I think he wants to go back to what he was doing before.
So he isn't staying?
He has no debts. Yet he still thinks he doesn't belong.
Give it time, Leia. He will come to understand that he's much more than he believes.
Hope you're right. Oh, I forgot to tell you that Lando left this morning.
Lando left?
Yes. He is still governor of Cloud City. He's gone to do some reconnaissance there. Won't be back for a couple of weeks.
Lando will handle it. Just be prepared whenever he returns.
Welcome.
Good to see you, Commander.
And you as well, Skywalker. Please, be seated. Please welcome Admiral Akbar and Crix Madine.
Thank you, Mon Mothma, for the introduction.
How goes the war effort?
We have made great strides since we took down the second Death Star. However, the Empire will not fall so easily.
Huh. Scum never backs down so easily.
The Empire lost a considerable amount of war power after Endor, including a leader. Still, a considerably large amount of forces remain. Now, we have reports that the Empire has been spreading propaganda that Mas Miranda has become the new Emperor. But, according to our sources, this is a little more than a front. The Imperial Navy is now controlled in the Emperor's absence.
Disappointing that the war must continue like this.
Indeed. And it appears that even with the Emperor dead, the Empire continues to threaten would-be allies who would align with our cause.
Well, does that hinder our objective? To create a new declaration?
It does. With such a lack of support, and as the Alliance of Free Planets, we must bring together enough allies to draft a new republic. I see. Thank you. We've just received a message intended for the Empire. It appears to be a message from Bakura.
Bakura? Aren't they loyal to the Empire?
Bakura is under attack by the Illusion force from outside your domain. Numerous parties. What? That our defense force has been destroyed along with all other system outposts. Alternate transmissions to Imperial Center and deficits are to gone unanswered. Urgent, repeat urgent.
We had heard rumors of a force being repelled by the Empire several times. But now...
The planet is vulnerable.
It is safe to assume that the Empire has focused all its resources into maintaining itself these past few weeks. But it's also likely that the Empire simply ignored this message.
Why would the Empire ignore its own allies?
So, what's on this Bakura? I've only heard stories.
According to this file, its economy is based on the export of repulsor lift components and an exotic fruit candy and liquor. It was settled by a supposed mining corporation during the final years of the Clone Wars and was taken over by the Empire approximately 3 years ago to absorb and control its repulsor lift production capacity.
Subjugated recently enough to remember independence well. How far away is this settlement?
Relative position from Endor at the edge of the Outer Rim worlds.
That far? That will still take days to get there in light speed.
How large is the Imperial force?
Bakura is currently defended by an Imperial garrison. The sender of this message has added subtext reminding Emperor Palpatine that what forces they have are antiquated due to the system's remoteness.
And since it's likely that the Imperials will not receive this message, they could still come later and take it. But by then this Bakura could fall to the invasion force, or it could become part of the Alliance. If the Imperials can't help the Bakurans, then we must.
Help the enemy.
Don't you see? Bakura could be the first step in getting those previously loyal to the Empire to join our pact. We need a considerable amount of planets on our side.
But the Imperials will never agree.
That is not true. If we help repel the invaders and send aid,
Then the Bakurans may leave the Empire out of gratitude. We could help free their people.
I am sorry, Leia, but we cannot prioritize these after losing a good number of our forces from Endor. You step off onto an Imperial world, and you're an entry in somebody's credit register. You've got a price on your head. Speaking from experience here.
Every planet deserves a chance to join the Alliance, and soon a Republic, even if the Empire smears its flag upon it.
I doubt we can afford not to go. An invasion force that big is trouble for this whole end of the galaxy. And she's right. It's us that ought to go. You just better send us a ship that can make a fast getaway, in case the Imperials catch on and get any ideas.
What about the price on your head, Nerf Herder?
You're not going without me, Your Highness. Besides, I promised I'd stay.
Very well. Perhaps we can find a binding between the Alliance and Empire. While the Civil War goes on, we could find resolution through means other than war. Perhaps what you say is true, Your Majesty. We will offer our support to this planet, but this is your call and I shall leave it to you. Meeting adjourned.
I know, a truce. Who would have thought?
Lando here. The Imperials have locked down my city. I've managed to gain intelligence on some of the officials working here. I'm sending them to you now.
How are you?
This place, they literally killed the mood here.
Dead, isn't it? I think people are better off hiding in the dark than the city.
Feels like a ghost town here. I'm moving in now.
Time to listen in.
This is a loyal officer of
I hear voices.
But I do not understand his cautiousness over Skywalker and the Rebellion. As you understand, we've begun to transition to the contingency. However, the Imperial Court has yet to vote on it.
Do you think the vote will pass?
Palpatine's orders are clear.
Yet, he is dead. Why should we enact a dead man's words?
You would defy the Emperor's order.
No, but I do believe that it depends on if the court agrees to its authorization.
I see.
The one known as Cypher had mentioned that we should enact the contingency only when the rebels do not expect it. We need to know what their plans are and who will align with them. We will see many systems defect the coming days, Sloane.
I agree with Hux's assessment. You should wait and see what Skywalker is up to, and what his plans are.
I'm surprised you hide in the shadows, Inquisitor. Where were you when your master needed you?
I was away on another assignment. Besides, he had tasked another to kill Skywalker. Only, it was too late.
The Emperor's hand, where are they?
Disgraced, most likely. Even then, we should focus on the present rather than the past.
Emperor's hand.
Interesting. I sense that you aren't the only ones listening.
Lando?
Blaze.